Let's get to work. Clocked in. Let's
Bring
get
on
to
the
work.
scaffolding.
Have a job for me. Going up.
Want to make some improvements?
Let's get to work. On the job. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Any more
Let's get to
projects? All finished. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. All finished.
Let's
Let's
build.
get to work.
Bring on the scaffolding.
Yeah? Let's find a better
Be
place.
on watch for the enemy.
Laying the foundation.
Bring on the scaffolding. What's the story?
Be on watch for the enemy.
Going up. Have a job for me. On the job. That one's done.
What's the story?
Be
Let's
on watch
get to
for the
work.
enemy.
Bring on the scaffolding.
Always ready. Let's get to work. Going up.
New construction.
Be on
Let's
watch
get to
for the
work. On the
enemy.
job.
What's the story?
Made in the U.S. of
Let's
A.
build.
Let's
Bring
get
on
to
the
work.
scaffolding. What's the story?
Going up.
Be on
Let's
watch
get to
for the
work.
Let's
enemy.
build. New construction.
Let's get to work.
Bring on the scaffolding.
Be
Let's
on
get
watch
to
for
work.
the enemy.
All finished.
Any more projects?
Let's get to work.
Ready
All
for
finished. All finished.
Be on
Let's
watch
get
for
to
the
work.
enemy.
Any more projects?
Ready for war.
That one.
Ready for
Let's
war.
get to work.
Ready for war.
All
That
finished.
one's done.
All
Always
finished.
ready.
Let's get to work. Going up.
Have a job for
Ready
me?
for war. Be on watch
Any
for
more
the enemy.
projects?
Ready for war.
Let's
Sorry,
get to
I
work.
can't build there.
Clear for takeoff, American 2004.
Ready for war.
Let's get to work.
Ready for war. Be on watch for the enemy. Be on watch for the enemy.
Let's get to work.
Ready for war. Be on watch for the enemy.
Let's get to work.
Be
Always
on watch
ready.
for the enemy.
Keep
Be on
'em
watch
busy.
for the enemy.
That
New
one's
construction.
Let's get to work.
Be on watch for the
Ooh,
enemy.
can't
Be on
do
watch
that.
for the enemy.
Want to make some
Let's
improvements?
get to work.
Be on watch for the enemy. Be on watch
Let's
for the
build.
enemy.
Getting to
Let's
work.
get to work.
Have a job for me?
Be on watch for the enemy.
Made in the
enemy.
U.S. of
Always
A.
ready.
Be on watch for the
On the
enemy.
job.
Be on watch for the enemy.
Want to make some improvements?
Be on watch for the enemy. Be on watch for the enemy. Be on watch for the enemy. Be on watch for
Going
the
up.
enemy.
Yeah. On the job.
Aerial defense
Be on watch
countermeasures
for the
installed.
enemy. Be on watch for the enemy. Be on watch for the enemy. Be on watch for the enemy.
Clocked in. All
Bring on
Be
the
on watch for the
scaffolding.
enemy. Ready for
Have a job for me? Made in the
Watch for the
U.S. of A.
enemy.
What's the story? Any more projects?
Ready for
Can't
Any
do
more
that.
projects?
Be on watch for the enemy.
Let's
All
build.
finished.
Ooh, can't do that. New construction.
Be on watch for the enemy. The enemy.
Made in the U.S. of A.
That one's done.
Ready for war. Be on watch for the enemy. Be on watch for the enemy. Enemy.
Clear for takeoff,
Be on watch for the enemy.
Want to make
Be on
some
watch for the
improvements?
enemy.
Bring
Be
on the
watch for the
scaffolding.
enemy. The enemy.
That one's done.
Be on watch for the enemy.
That one's done.
Be on watch
Any
for the
more
enemy.
projects?
Be on watch for the enemy. Enemy.
Any more projects?
Be on watch for the enemy.
Yeah.
Be on watch for the
Going up.
enemy. Be on watch for the enemy. The enemy.
All finished.
Be on watch for the enemy.
Clear for takeoff, American 20.
Any more projects?
Be on watch for the enemy. Be on watch for the enemy. The enemy.
Takeoff, American 2004.
Be on watch for the enemy.
Laying the
Be on
foundation.
watch for the enemy.
Made in the U.S. of A. That one's done.
Marauder tank bolted down and ready. Assembled. Marauder tank assembled.
All finished.
Clear for takeoff, American 2004. Clear for takeoff, American 2004.
Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled.
Long-range ballistics. Yeah?
Ready for war.
Bring on the
Let's
scaffolding.
build.
Ready for war.
Made in the U.S.
Ready
of
for
A.
war.
New construction.
Ready for war.
Bolted down and ready.
Ready for war.
Bring on the
Ready for
scaffolding.
war. Be on watch for the enemy.
Tank assembled.
Be on watch for the enemy.
Any
Marauder
more
tank
Be on watch
projects?
for the enemy.
Clear for takeoff, American 2004. Clear for takeoff, American 2004. Clear for takeoff, American
Be on watch for
2004.
the enemy. Be on watch for the enemy. Be on watch for the enemy.
All finished. All finished.
Be on watch for the enemy. 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 Be on watch for the enemy.
Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled.
Long-range
Be on watch
ballistics.
for the
Marauder
enemy.
tank assembled.
Be on watch for the enemy.
Lurking eyes at your
Be on watch for the enemy.
Long-range ballistics.
Be on watch for the enemy. Be on watch for the enemy.
Bolted down and ready.
Be on watch for the enemy.
We control the skies.
Be on watch for the enemy. Be on watch for the enemy.
Clear for takeoff, American 2004.
Be on watch for the enemy.
Lurking eyes at your disposal.
Clear for takeoff, American 2004.
Marauder tank assembled.
What can I say? I'm a taker.
Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled.
Just show me where they are. Lurking eyes at your disposal.
Bomb truck ready for
Have a job for me?
Marauder tank assembled.
On the job.
Long-range
Let's
ballistics.
What
build.
station you need, General?
Marauder tank assembled.
Lurking eyes at your disposal.
Bolted down and ready.
Threads tightened. Let's see what we
Long-range
find.
ballistics.
Let's give him an air show.
Clear for takeoff, American 2004.
Any more projects?
bomb truck ready for dispatch.
Tomahawk systems online.
Lurking eyes at your disposal.
We can launch from there. Missile guidance set. Standing by for
Marauder
coordinates.
tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled.
Coordinates received.
Marauder tank assembled.
Lurking eyes at your disposal. We control the skies. Easy slice.
Bomb truck ready for dispatch. Ready for dispatch.
Under control. Copy that. Marauder,
Long-range
give him an
ballistics.
air show.
Lurking
Marauder
eyes
tank
at your
assembled.
disposal.
Marauder tank
Flaring 'em
assembled.
up. Making a pass.
Clear for takeoff, American 2004.
Long-range ballistics.
Let's give him an air show.
GLA Postal Service. Here I come. Bomb truck ready for dispatch. Ready for dispatch.
Tomahawk launcher armed and
Lurking
ready.
eyes at your disposal.
Tomahawk systems online.
You got something for me? It better be worth it.
Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank
Let's see what we find.
Not responsible for damaged goods.
Shipment on the way. Eyes at your disposal. Let us tune in.
Let's give him an air show.
Bomb truck ready for dispatch. Bomb truck ready for dispatch. GLA Postal Service. Here I come. Sorry, no tracking numbers.
Marauder tank assembled. Let's give him an air show. Marauder
Get to the
tank
goods.
assembled.
Just show me where they are.
Marauder tank assembled.
Cruise missiles ready.
Preparing launch cycle. Tomahawk launcher armed and ready. Cruise missiles ready. Standing by for coordinates. Arming cruise missile.
Bomb truck ready for dispatch. Truck ready for dispatch.
Preparing launch cycle. Flight systems activated. Instructions confirmed.
Marauder tank assembled. Armored tank assembled. You got something for me? Winner takes all. I'll take a piece of you. It's never enough for me. Let's see what we find. I'll take a piece of you. It's never enough for me. Winner takes all. I'll be sorting through your crap. Winner takes all. It's never enough for me. Get to the goods.
Long-range ballistics.
It all works. Marauder tank assembled. Just show me where they are. Marauder tank assembled.
I will send a clear
Marauder
message.
tank assembled.
Right on schedule.
Long-range ballistics.
Here I come. Nothing stops the mayor.
Clocked in.
Bomb truck ready for dispatch. Ready for dispatch.
Let's
What
give
can
him
I
an
say?
airship.
I'm a taker. Let's see what we find. Threads tightened. It better be worth it. Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled.
Clear for takeoff, American 2004. Clear for takeoff, American 2004.
Let's give him an airship.
Bomb truck ready for dispatch. Bomb truck ready for dispatch.
It all works. Let's see what we find.
Long-range ballistics.
What do you got? Copy that.
Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled.
Long-range ballistics.
We are cruising. Let's give him an air show. Making a pass. Got it. We are cruising.
Bomb truck ready for dispatch. Bomb truck
Got you covered. Jumping in.
tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled.
Let's give him an air show.
I have a delivery. Transporting.
Tomahawk systems online. Instructions confirmed.
Ready for dispatch. Ready for dispatch.
Missile guidance set. Calculating missile speed.
What do you
Long-range
got?
ballistics.
Making a pass. Let's
Marauder
give him an
tank
air
assembled.
show.
Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled.
Long-range ballistics.
Copy that.
Out of my vehicle, all of you! Bomb truck not responsible. Right on schedule. Dispatch. Here I come.
Let's give him an air show.
Nothing stops the mail.
Marauder tank assembled.
Sorry, no tracking numbers. Here I come. Nothing stops the mail. Here I come. Nothing stops the mail. Shipment on the way. Shipment on the way. For the GLA!
Armor is bolted in. Get to the goods.
I will send a clear message. I will carry you through. For the GLA!
Raptor here. Roger that. We'll take this area.
Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled. Marauder tank assembled.
Tomahawk systems online. Warheads in the field. Missile guidance set. Updating grid location.
GLA Postal Service.
For the GLA!
something for me?
I have a delivery. Nothing stops me. Here I come. Transporting. Loaded and ready. Hitting the gas.
It all works. I'll be sorting through your scraps.
We are victorious.